Thanks again. Hey, welcome in. Let's see. Going this way, I can kind of see the chat. Good afternoon. How are you? Good afternoon. The YouTube was giving me a little bit of issues. I couldn't do horizontal. For some reason, it's like the menu dropped down, and where you switch from vertical to horizontal, is the same place you put the title in. So it wasn't letting me put the switch it. Hey Kendra, how are you? Yeah, I'm in New Jersey, close to Atlantic City, but there's this like little community. It's actually pretty big, and I just took a ride. So the community is called Brigantine, and it's beautiful. I love coming here now. I know. And I wasn't going to come on the beach. Like all the way back there is like a nice concrete walk, like higher. It's like they put the bulkhead in and they just covered it. And then behind that they have concrete where you could like walk and stuff. It's really nice. But this part, I know I saw a sign or something that you need a 4-wheel drive permit, and then you could drive. But yeah, whenever I come to Atlantic City, I love coming to this town now. And it's like literally over like one short bridge. And it's just so friendly. There's nice stores, restaurants and stuff. Nice dogs. Hi, how are you? He's too busy. Hey, how are you? He's got like a mohawk, huh? Oh. Uh-huh. Ridgeback.
Yeah, so that's her magic race.
Oh, so I thought she was cut that way.
Yeah, no,
it's beautiful. Have a good day. Yeah, it's so different here. It's so different. Oh, I get you out of the house without leaving the house, huh? I have no idea how far this goes. There was like some trucks that I was walking to before, but I already passed them. I don't want to go too far because actually to get onto the beach there was a ramp, perfect word, a wooden ramp, but it was damaged and there was a sign to stay off, so I had to actually climb down the dune. But it's not too bad. I'm sure I could get back up. One way or another, I have to get back up. I still have the video. Hello, how are you? I still have the video. It's on the phone. It's one of the ones I have to do. And now, since the weather changed, I'm collecting so many more. But still have those vending machines. How are you? I know, HC, how are you doing? Brigantine, so it's right outside of Atlantic City. I don't know if you ever heard of it. I love this community, man. I've been coming a lot. When I go to Atlantic City, I always come here at least once. If not, every other day or something. It's like a little beach town, but they're building it like crazy. The other thing that I notice is every time I come in, they're building houses, and looks like co-ops or condos. So I was talking, actually, on the way here, I saw a fire truck, and they had like the cab flipped up. So I find that interesting. I was going to make a video, but I just started talking to the guys, the firefighters, and they were saying, yeah, since COVID, they really kind of like discovered the secret is out, because they were saying it used to be like a little secret, but it's big, it's long, and yeah, there's like a lot of little restaurants and shops and like beachside stuff, and they have like outdoor concerts and stuff like that, and it's like a couple of minutes from Atlantic City off the marina side, but it's so much different. How was my reception? I didn't ask anybody that. Oh, in Lafayette, yeah. Wendy Scott, I missed. I'm sorry. It's gonna be worse when I'm walking the other way, I think. Hey P, how are you? Hey Wendy. Yeah, I gotta make those videos for the art and the vending machine. Man, it's almost gonna be a year. They're just short ones, but I don't know. You know why? I want to take pictures of what I ended up with. I don't know. I keep putting it off, and not putting it off, but I keep getting other stuff, and I gotta like clear everything off my phone. I came to that determination to try to clear everything off the phone, because even last night I was at a cruise night, a car show, and I filmed so many like 1 minute clips. I already put together the main film. The main thing is only 10 minutes, but the minute clips, they all add up, and then I don't have enough, I don't have a lot of memory left. But yeah, I loved it. I've never actually walked on the beach here. I was always afraid that I couldn't park or whatever. I miss my Jeep. There's a place, there's a lot of places, but in Long Island and in Queens, there's places that if you get the permit, you could drive like that. Good is the reception, or good is I'm gonna finally make the video. I can't believe there's reception here. There's nothing. I feel like I'm so isolated. It's not saying that it's reconnecting, so I'm assuming it's good. Hey Kevin, how are you? Yeah, it's a nice beach to walk on. There's like no soft sand. Everything is like hard and packed. It's good walking. Usually, like I guess up there, the beach is kind of short, so it's easy to walk on though, because the beach is packed. I don't know if I just caught the right tide, like that the tide went out. But I'm turning around. I'm going to walk back. It's going to take me a little while. Good, I'm glad. Actually, Kevin, I'm glad you're here. They left now, but as I was walking, a car, like a four-wheel drive car, stopped, and I thought he was just going to say hello or whatever. He says, here, you want one? And I was like, what? My mother's, no, I don't know. It's not a white van, but... So he handed me this, and I said, what is it? And he goes, it's a bag. And I was like, I know it's a bag. But he said it's some kind of a, I can't remember the tribe, but it's a native Indian. There's a piece of paper in here. Or is that the bottom of the bag? No, that's just the bottom of the bag, like what you put on the bottom. I hope you can hear me, not the wind. But I thought of you right away. He said this is their symbol or insignia. And he said they were native to this area. And he said there's a group of them right there. But when I caught up, they were kind of packing up. It was mostly women. I guess they went in the water, you know, put their feet in the water. But I would have liked to learn more, like, if they knew the history of when they were here and that, you know. Let's see if you knew. Okay. Yeah, you know, I can't remember. I really wanted to remember. And then when I felt the bag, it felt like there was a paper or a circular in it or something, you know, with information. And it's not. I just checked. It's like the bottom. You know how some bags, the bottom, to make the bottom stiff, I guess you could say, is like a piece of a cardboard, like almost plastic. That's what it is. But maybe I could Google it or something. I'll figure it out, because he said they're native here, so I could either Google that or somehow take a picture of that insignia and try to find out what tribe it is. So I'm walking back into the sun. So excuse me if I missed some chat. Humano is for... Oh, okay. You know, my mind is shot. It wasn't that long. It was like right before I started the live that he told me. I was having a problem with doing the live. I don't know if anybody else is. When I was setting it up, I wanted, because I'm on the beach, I wanted to go horizontal. And where the button is to go horizontal, they put it now, it's like shifted down, so it's right behind where you put your title in. Like it's right behind the pencil, and no matter how many times I clicked it, I couldn't get to flip it to horizontal. I don't know if something changed, or maybe because I was in the sun and my fingers got fat from eating all the food here, but it seems like something changed. I walked on the beach today in Middletown a few hours ago. Oh, Brenda, how are you? So maybe you know where I am. This is a Brigantine next to Atlantic City. It's like there's a bridge that crosses over. And as I was saying earlier, I love it here. I would love to live here. Some of the houses look really fancy and stuff, but as I was talking to people, not today, but other times, they said, no, they have like condos. I don't think so much co-ops. I don't know if that's a thing in Jersey. And I was like, really? Because to me, it's like ideal. You're so close. It's. I think there's actually a city bus that you could take to Atlantic City, which, you know, has a lot of activities. There's always something going on, and clubs and restaurants and things to do. But you feel like you're so far removed from it. So yeah, every time I come, I speak to some of the locals or the shops, But there's a lot of like restaurants and sandwich shops, and now that the summer's coming, there's like beach places, burger places, ice cream places like that. How are you? Good. I don't know him. That's the way it is. I went to a Wawa. I'm a fan of the Wawa. I see what everybody's talking about. So I guess it's not a secret because I noticed there's actually 2 Wawas in the town. I don't know if the whole thing is Brigantine or if they split it. But there's 2 Wawas, so I think that means something. I am funny, huh? Funny how? Oh, it's an hour and a half away? Wow. An hour and a half away? No way. Wawa is awesome. Well, they had this thing, a $6. You got a sandwich, so I got a wrap, a bag of chips, which I usually don't eat, but I like devoured, and a drink. So it's just something to hold me because when I go back to the casino, I have food there. I mean, I have how to say this, rights to the food. And there I could go up until 9 o'clock. So I already looked at the menu. There's always something that I could have. It's like, the Players Club type. But I don't want everyone to think like I'm a massive gambler. I come here so often, I guess, that you get points and then I don't know. It's a little bit of not a scam, but if you know how to play the system, and especially come like midweek. It's funny because at the beginning I was just like so happy to get the rooms comped. Then I figured out a way to get this fee taken off. Then I figured out a way to well, actually at the beginning I was just like, wow, I could get free parking, and then from there it's just like a slope. So I see something up there that looks like a gazebo. Or is that someone? Maybe it's like a fire watch thing. That sand is going to be soft. Yeah, it looks almost like let's see. I don't think I'm going to walk all the way there, but maybe I could read the sign too. North Brigantine. So I guess they do separate it by north and south. 4-wheel drive only. Natural area administered by Bass River State Forest. 1967. This is cool. I miss my Jeep. Although it looks like a walking, it doesn't look like you drive there. How far is that? It doesn't look too far. Let me just walk up to here. It just looks like I think I see people up there. It looks like an observation. So you're gonna see the same thing I was walking by, I guess. A lot of stairs. Oh, yes. Oh, that's why I'm funny. But don't let that stop you guys from hitting the thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, I'm sure your fingers will work on that. Yeah, and to be honest, like when I'm at the casinos, I just like to stay there. I don't really like to gamble. I don't like to even eat there. I'd rather come like here. I'd rather go to like neighborhood spots and eat. And there's a lot of good ones. I can't believe the signal is that. I'm like, I feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere. How is the signal good here? Maybe that's why. Because I'm in the middle of nowhere. Oh, you're 94. So that's like an hour and a half, right? It takes me from New York like a little bit over 2 hours if I leave at the right time. But the whole thing is Staten Island. Once I get through Brooklyn and then Staten Island, it's like clear sailing. I don't want to jinx myself. But oh wow. Maybe I don't have to climb back up the dune. I wonder where this leads to. Because I had to climb down a dune to get onto the beach. There was a ramp. The ramp looks like it got damaged. Wildlife observation deck. Okay, all right. So there's got to be a way to get out from here. That way won't I leave? This looks like people on an expedition up there. Maybe you could tell us what we can see. Nelson, how you doing? No, Craig, no, we're not going to wait for you. How you doing, Craig? How was your day off? Oh, wow. It's pretty cool. My voice is sounding a little bit better. I was crazy with the allergies. I could hear it in my, maybe it was like a head cold. It finally seems to clear out. I was saying this morning. But I think it's the allergies. From walking around the parks in New York. So maybe the salt water cleared it, or maybe it just finally drained. See, now I gotta find out about this because I'm sure that they give tours or something to show you what to look for. Different birds and species and animals and rabbits and how you doing?
Good, how are you?
You mind if I eavesdrop?
Oh, yeah.
What can you see here?
Well, you know, you kind of like want to look at different rare birds that
Different birds for
migrate.
different seasons?
Yeah, they migrate.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
They nest.
We're not really bird people, but we're just admiring, like,
It's amazing.
yeah,
I never saw this.
how.
Yeah, like
how
all
much-
the boxes down there, they're for like turtles and different birds
Okay.
that migrate
So
Yeah.
turtles.
certain time of year.
Do you get rabbits? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
I think that's a Queens
thing.
There's a lot of rabbits on the beach. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not like white that we traditionally see, but you see them like jumping around. I don't know if they could change their color. They kind of blend in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the dunes.
Yes. In the
Yeah.
dunes and the grass and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. Makes sense. You don't want a hawk carrying you away. So you better blend in with the grass, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it happens.
You have to camouflage
It's
yourself.
definitely like.
Yeah, a lot of animals do that.
Yes,
It's amazing.
of course, yes.
You know? I got into it now. When I was a kid, I was like, oh, nature, no, who the hell cares?
Yeah.
Now it's like so cool,
Yeah,
you know?
it is cool. It
Yeah.
is.
All right, sorry to disturb you
Oh, yeah,
guys.
no problem.
Did you guys, if you walk straight down here, you end up on that, like the concrete walk? Because
Yeah.
I went down I walked the beach.
We walked the beach, but then we noticed the tide was coming up. Like it was
Yeah,
like
so
like
we
you
were
could.
like,
They only had
oh,
a couple
we
of
better-
minutes.
Okay.
So we're like, we better get back.
I figured this road must lead to that.
Yes, it does.
One way or another.
Over there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day for a walk no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is, man.
Thanks. Take care. Enjoy. C5. C5. Is that your first comment? You want that to be your first comment in my live stream? The first time you come to the live stream and that's a comment. But it's a good song. Angry Birds. No, it's amazing. I mean, I know. I asked about the horseshoe crabs, but to me that's like freaking older than dinosaurs, and they know to come back to the same spot to lay their eggs the same time of the year, and birds feed off it. So the birds that are migrating at the same time know which beaches to go to, and they eat some of them, and then the other ones that survive find their way back to. I don't know. I just find it like really fascinating. Like I said, when I was younger, I was like, nah, no science, no nature, no nothing. Now I just find it amazing. I don't know. Does that mean I'm getting old? This is like a huge freaking thing now. Because I want to take you guys. There's something in Queens that is similar to this but different. I don't want to give it away, but it got damaged, and I did climb up it myself. I took a little. I didn't even film. I just took a couple of snapshots. But anyway, this is I can imagine how much it costs to make this thing. It's huge. And look, it's so clean. I'm not in New York, guys. There was some people that like carved their names or initials in the wood, but there's no graffiti, there's no trash. Alright, so should we walk back along the beach, which is more picturesque, or should we walk along the safer path? No, you're not. Yes, Nelson, you knew it last time too. 20 million years before the dinosaur. And then I was at that other thing, like they kept popping up. I was at that other nature walk off of Avenue U in Marine Park, and when I pulled out one of the drawers, there they were. So I didn't know that they went to that area too. I hope the wind isn't too much. But I think this way is shorter. And I won't have to climb up a dune right underneath the sign that says stay off the dunes. And then I was like, well, that's kind of vague, stay off the dune. And then I saw it's like a picture of a guy climbing with an X through it. And I'm like, I'm that guy. I think that sign means me. But yeah, what a beautiful day. The last 2 days are beautiful. And here, so you saw when I was up there, it's just kind of like a thin piece of land. I mean, it's wider in some points than others, but it's like the bay or whatever that water on that side is, and the ocean on this side. So there's always a breeze. I could live here. I said that at the Vanderbilt estate though too. I could live here. So yeah, last time I think I was talking to a real estate person that I met in a deli here. I don't think I went to an actual real estate because I don't know. I don't really want to live so close to the water. I mean, it's beautiful. Everything is beautiful. Everything is nice. But if Sandy or something happens, it's kind of like you're stuck. And especially here, there's only one way in and out, is that bridge. But, yeah, and I met some people too at the air show last year. And we just started talking, and they said they live here. I was like, no way. And they said it's starting to get like much more built up, which we could see. Even going in and out, because it's a pretty long thing. I guess technically it's an island, but they were saying it's getting much more built up, and a lot of people are buying places and they're doing like Airbnbs. And instead of people, let's say you get 10 people together or whatever, instead of going to Atlantic City and staying in Atlantic City, they rather be here and have a house and then just, take Ubers or whatever to Atlantic City. So their point was it's starting to get like a little bit more like a party or transient. But I mean, you look at it, it's just upkept so beautiful. I don't think it's like transient New York style. I think it's just different from what they were used to, because one of them, I think it was the wife, grew up here. So it's like anything else. So can I just pull in here? I could park here. Because this is all gravel. How the hell do I get here? So this is, I guess, back to the beach. This is, I think, where the four-wheel drives go now. So I still have to go over. I don't know if the sidewalk, I don't think the sidewalk goes around these houses. So I'm going to have to go the dune route. Let's see. What am I doing? I went for a walk. Yeah. So for those of you guys who weren't here before, I was walking on the beach before, and there was four-wheel drive vehicles, like Jeeps and stuff. And that's what that sign was saying. That you have to have four-wheel drives and a permit to drive beyond, like this part here. But the sand is even hard packed once you cross this one area of soft sand, but it could be because of the tide. So further down, there's like bathing beaches and stuff. This, I think, it's just there it is, no bathing. This is more like fishing. They said the tide was coming out. So how did they get out? I should have followed them. So where I came down is right here. It's not far. But I don't think there was like a sidewalk by those houses. So you could see there was like a ramp, but it's closed. So when I get to the dune, I'm gonna have to put you guys down, and then I'll pick you back up. I promise I'll pick you back up. Even if I fall and crack my head, I'll pick you back up. Because I would have to, because I'll have to dial 911. Is it 65? Okay. No swimming, Hala. No, no intention. No speedo. So yeah, everybody, WTF 58 is Caroline. Now they how did they get on the ramp? Maybe I'm learning something new here. I guess they climbed over the other side. And then Craig, I couldn't get a horizontal. Every time I was clicking on it to switch the orientation, because mine automatically goes to vertical. I don't know what's better, climbing over that or climbing up this. I think climbing up this. Let the locals yell at me. Yeah, every time I went to switch the orientation, it was like in the title box. So I was changing the title. I couldn't just click it, and it's like the menu moved down or something. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. I mean, I've done it before. Something changed, or maybe because I was in the sun. All right, here we go. And you can see there's other footprints here. I'm not the first person to do it. Oh, much easier going down. Up, I mean. And here we are. So yeah, this is what I was saying before. Underneath this is the bulkhead that they put after Sandy. I asked, and he goes, yeah, that's what it is. Oh, this is what they were saying. This beach over here got short. Yeah, you would have no choice. So the tide is coming in. It was short before, but not like that. It's coming up to the rocks. How you doing? Good. So yeah, all the way down is Atlantic City on the marina side. I know, this is your first time here. Oh, for a while? Because it used to be easy. It was like, I think something moved. I think somehow that menu moved. When you press the down arrow, it expands. And where you have to press it, it's almost like you can't press. Maybe I gotta try with like one of those stylus pens. I usually carry a pen with me and a flashlight, but the pen I have to start carrying again is the stylus pen. Maybe I could just pick it like that, because this I definitely wanted to do the other way. Hey Herb, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you? Mac Movement, how you doing? You want to be in AC? At AC. I don't know where you live. Are you in this area of the country? I like your videos, but I never knew where you were from. No, I never did any fishing here. Tornadoes, more the hurricanes. What was the thing you said you saw the storm chasers? What that turned out to be? Oh, you're in the Poconos, okay. So I guess it's not warm there yet, right? It's probably nice. It's probably like 50s. But here it's like amazing. So yeah, I always saw this walk because I would come with the car, drive to the end. This is kind of the end of the main road, and I didn't know if anyone could park here. I didn't know if you needed permits, if you had to be a resident. And then today I just said, let me try it. And I asked a couple of people. They're like, no, as long as you're not in a handicap or a bus stop, you're good. How are you? But this is like a nice walk. I didn't go all the way the other way. I just started walking that way, and then I ended up on the beach. I was hoping the walk like continued and went around to the other side, the other, like the bay side. I'm sure they have something there too. I'm not sure if you remember, but I met you from Consume the Goodness. Oh, yes. Yes, I do remember now. Thank you for reminding me. What time is it in Germany? It's 80 in the Poconos? I didn't think it would be so warm there yet. Stayed at Claymore last September and Smoke Land. Where's Claymore? Claymore is in Atlantic City? Twin Brooks Acres is here? Wow. How you doing, Twin Brooks? I don't know, Craig. I think so. Probably not the wall. I'm gonna think that before Sandy, because every place got like fortified. Although that wood looks old, so maybe they just had the rocks, like a rock jetty, and maybe the wood. But then I'm sure if they did like in Queens, they took these huge steel, kind of like this corrugated, like 12-foot sections, and they drove it down. They like piled it down into the to the beach. Next time I'm walking there, I'll show you the dunes there. But what they did is they just covered it. Then they filled it in. So it was like two things of corrugated like that. And then they filled in the middle with cement. And then they covered that and made like a man-made dune. So it's just that one area that the beach gets short. But, so my point is, this is probably, actually, you know what? This is another one. So yeah, they put two bulkheads like, and then they made a walkway in between, which is like a good use of it. And you like elevate it a little bit so you could see. Hi, how are you? Ocean Grove, yeah. I have a brother-in-law. I'm trying to. I don't know where he lives. It's I don't want to say the wrong thing. I can't remember. Maybe Avalon? Avalon by the sea, maybe? I'm not sure. I've only been there once. And I always say when I come here that I'm going to, give them a ring and see if they're around and stop by and visit. It's 10:47 here. Oh, wow. Yeah, they did it a lot of places, Craig. It's like the Army Corps of Engineers. I don't know who did this one, but I know in Queens, and they're still working on it. And they're still coming up with a plan for Manhattan. What else? Long Branch, Ocean Grove, Pomona, Walkaway. DNA is German. It's going the expressway, the HOV. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes they tell you, like, wait, when you turn this to a certain number, what you could see. I don't know. I mean, it's a little, it's pretty clear. What could you see? Just see the ocean. So I'm not sure here in this area if you're allowed to. I don't see signs here that say no bathing. I see signs on the road, bicycle only and stuff like that. See, I don't think you could have this any place though, because I could see people setting up like a bed here. I don't know. Maybe it's the New York in me. It's like a nice place to sleep, especially in the sun is beating on it all day. I'm sure it's nice and warm. But yeah, it's like a beach town, but it's not. It's very like. This goes on, when I'm driving back, I'm going to see how many miles it goes on, because this one road kind of goes straight through, and there's another main road back there that like jets off at an angle. Oh, let's see. Oh, beach badges required. Wonder where you get the beach badge. And everything else is prohibited. No fires, no loud music, no smoking, no alcohol, dogs, certain time of the year, keep off the dunes, swim at guarded beaches. So I don't think this one is a guarded beach. You know what? That's better for me though, because when I come here to walk, that means there will be less people. Like, you know, it should be a little easier to walk. I'm sure it gets crowded though, and people walk or jump on the bus and take you down a couple of stops to where the guards are. This must be amazing, like to watch the sunrise here, because this morning this is the way well, I guess it depends on the time of the year too, but this is the way the sun was rising, this direction behind me. Sorry. God does not know. God does not throw dice. No, I don't play dice. So. Okay. You sound like Victor Vero. Yeah, I saw it. I know where he was. He was like Bensonhurst, Gravesend. He's a funny guy. It's the face though, and his mother-in-law, right? Those are the skits. I haven't seen him in a while. I guess because I stopped kind of watching him, but he was. I think it was mostly on Facebook that I would get his thing. So I guess it's like the YouTube, once you watch it once, the algorithm. Oh, they dedicated the beach to somebody. Congressman. see. Oh, very nice. Outdoor shower. Not on yet. I'm liking this. Hi, how are you? Very good, thanks. So you can see the water definitely came up here. And then this seagrass, they put that in. A lot of it people plant because the roots of it, the way it grows, it holds sand and it catches sand too when the sand blows. So it'll actually make this higher. Because you could see, it almost looks like it's in rows. The next after this hill here. But I'm sure it definitely reaches up to here, especially during some storms and stuff. All right, let me go back up, catch up with the chat. Joseph Daly. Let's sit on Joseph Daly's bench. Why couldn't I get horizontal? No surfing. I haven't seen any impressive waves here. I'm trying to think on the beach in Atlantic City, like on the beach in front of the casinos and stuff. I think there's one spot that I saw people surfing once, but I'm sure there's better spots on the Jersey Shore. Eddie the cat, Vic cat, his mother-in-law. What? His mother-in-law passed away? I didn't know that. Looks like hair plugs, yes. Actually, that's a very good analogy, because I went one time and helped them plant it, and that's exactly what they do look like. Kevin is here. Thank you. You walk to the lighthouse? Oh, do you know exactly where I am? Oh, wait. The lighthouse in Atlantic City, and it's not Absecon. For some reason, I know it's not the town of Absecon. There should be a lighthouse here. You're right. I didn't see one on the beach there. And when we were walking around that observation deck, but I know there is a lighthouse like close to the Ocean Casino, and there's a pizzeria over there, Tony Baloney, and there's a bagel store that's like kind of an old-fashioned bagel store. I used to go for breakfast, but it's like on that side. Maybe that's the lighthouse. Have you gone up it into the lighthouse? I've never done it. Because I was going to go, you know where I was going to go? And then I ended up here because I went to Wawa. I was going to go to the boardwalk, walk on the boardwalk and go to Lucy, the big elephant. Thank you, Twin Brooks. Yes, hit the like if you haven't. 12 people and I got 14 likes. That's pretty good. The Army Corps did a great job with the dunes and beaches. Yeah, I know. It's like they how many years and they're still working. It's huge projects. Like it looks simple. Oh, you just dump sand here, you know. But I know in New York they've been working like crazy, and everything they proposed and somebody has everything is like debatable. It's gonna affect this, or we don't want that, or But I just hope that everything they've done never gets tested. I mean, we feel more secure that it's there, but I hope it never actually gets tested. Because yeah, they were pumping sand first in Queens, and then they did the rock jetties. Every couple of blocks they have like rock jetties to break the waves, to take like the power out of the waves, and also to capture sand, because the tide goes like at an angle when it's going back out. And then they built those I guess it's called, what was that called before, bulkheads, and the boardwalk that used to be all wooden, which actually just got picked up and like floated away. They made into concrete, so that's a form of protection too. Susan. Is Susan here? Oh yes, here's Susan. Hey Susan, how are you? This is a little different from your scenery. You live on a beautiful farm. Brigantine has a lighthouse. It does? Oh wait, when you drive in, it's like a circle. You drive around it. Is that like a functioning? It's kind of in the middle of the land, though. I thought they either moved it there, or at one time it wasn't like this island wasn't as long. There is a Brigantine lighthouse, but it's like a traffic circle. I would say it's like halfway back to the marina part of Atlantic City. I'm sure they must have something along these beaches. I just didn't see. I didn't think to look at it when I was at that observation deck. But aren't they like not doing away? We're moving away from lighthouses now. I know they used to be like every place, but there is a lighthouse that they put in the middle, and you have to like circle around it. The one in Atlantic City, though, was you could walk up like the stairs. You could it's almost like a tourist attraction, like some of them in Long Island. You are, Susan. You're always busy. I'm on top of the world. I'm broadcasting from everywhere. I'm on top of the world, Mama. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Parkinson's and dementia. That's quite a combination. I know a little bit about dementia. Traveling with the Combs. How are you? Yes, Tony Baloney. And it's like all kind of like strange combinations. It's like almost like designer type pizza. It's a cool place. They have like cool artwork and stuff, but I don't know. I have my own. I went there and I couldn't really decide on any of these crazy combination slices of pizza that he was selling. So I think I ended up with a plain, or should go back. It got good reviews. I think actually he has an outpost now in one of the casinos, maybe. I'm not sure. Hey Pete. Yeah, that is difficult. Those two are one alone, but the two of them together. I'm sorry about that. Nah, I like your view there too, though. It's just different. I like the way you look out and you see all your cows and your fields. It's good. Twin lighthouses in Atlantic Highlands. Okay. Twin lighthouses in Atlantic Highlands. Okay. Oh, your mom is 79. Okay. Yeah, my dad had dementia, Alzheimer's. It's rough, man. But he was still like strong as an ox. He was still like a healthy otherwise. So, in a wood stove. Oh, that's cool. Susan, one of your lives I was at, you were saying you want to make your own bread, or that you do make your own bread, but you wanted to like expand it and make your own. Help me, your own yeast. When you make the pizza at home, are you making the dough also? I don't remember. I saw this. It's not the stove inside, is it? The stove you're talking about is inside or outside? You make the dough, okay. Wow, that must be amazing. Yeah, so I went for pizza last night. I didn't really go there for pizza. I went to a car cruise night, and it's a pizza place that sponsors it or throws it or whatever. It's like in one of their parking lots. It's like a string of parking lots, and that's the store that's open. And I had eaten already, but I said, you know what? I'm here. It's like some place that I haven't been before. It's in people that are familiar with Jersey. It's Mays. Help me. I think it's Mays Landing City or something like that. I made a short video. I'm gonna post it. I already put it together. It's only like 10 minutes. But the pizza, again, I'm kind of a pizza snob. I remember Brooklyn pizza, which now I can't even find in Brooklyn anymore. The type that I remember. Maybe I'm romanticizing it, and it never existed. But this one last night, the sauce was good, the cheese was good, and it was thin like I like it, but it was kind of like floppy. It was a little floppy. It wasn't doughy, so that had a going for. I don't know. I think everybody has their own take on what the perfect pizza is. So it was good. I would go back. I would definitely go back, especially if I'm here on when they have that cruise night again. I don't think they do it every week. I took a circular. I think they do it only like once a month, but it was nice. It was, not a lot of cars, but it was nice. You already made your own bread. Buy the flour in bulk. Oh, that's what it is. But in the spring you want to try to grow wheat. Okay, that's what I saw. Brooklyn pizza, yes. You can't find it. Nah, you don't want the floppy dough. But I don't like it when it's too cooked either. It's very, I don't know. As I said in the thing, I'm kind of a pizza snob. Okay, Twin Brooks, thanks for coming through. So I wish that path kind of continued. Now you know what's funny? So they built that to protect, I guess, these houses. I mean, once the water comes, it's going to go wherever's lower. But these houses are right on the water, and I don't see any new kind of protection here. And the reason I noticed that is I was like, I wish that walk continued further down, because that was nice. Anyway, let's see what else we got. It's 7 a.m. there? Wow, you're ahead of us. You're like the Goldilocks of pizza eaters. No, I'm not. I'm not. It's just, I used to. I could tell you a story. We used to go all the time when I was riding a motorbike. We used to go on these pizza runs. And I thought it was just normal. I thought everybody ate pizza, like, you know, not on the daily, but I thought it was just, it's kind of like a natural thing to do. You get something to eat and you get a pizza. So, yeah, a lot of times I can't anymore. Let's see what this thing is. I know what this is. I want to see what this is. A lot of times I can't eat pizza. Like, I don't feel right after. I find that with a lot of bread, though. What is the meaning? Oh, okay. This is cool. And then they have a bunch of bricks here with names on it. American Legion, veterans of the Foreign War, individuals' names. At first I thought this was like a whale, like the whale's tail. I don't know. I don't want to leave. You just had spaghetti? Pizza sounds delicious. Looks like, oh, did you say that before I said that? That it looks like a whale's tail? It's a porta potty, yes. Yeah, it's that time of the day. It's shadow. Whoop. The Barry's on Main Street in Mano. That sounds familiar. I mean, not in that area of New Jersey. Maybe that's a common name. Anyway, we're gonna walk a couple blocks, and then I'll end it. I'm glad I came this way because the boardwalk. I mean, I've been there before. I was thinking there would be no signal here at all. Fun fact, I have the same birth. Yes, we do. But we're not going to rush the birthday. Made Angel have pasta with shrimp and broccoli. And today, is that for dinner tonight, HC? That sounds good. Everybody loves spaghetti. That's right. There's a couple of different. So we have Germany. Susan is from Australia, right? I'm gonna need a pin board. HC, I'm gonna need a pin board soon. Your birthday's in 3 weeks? Oh, cool. Yes, happy early birthday, Susan. Yes, the map of Hollow. I think I had sometimes tomatoes. Somebody said it's weird, but Alfredo I don't like. But can anyone not like pasta? I've never heard of a person that doesn't like. I know people that don't eat pasta for different reasons. And then they usually follow it with saying, I wish I could, I love pasta. I never really heard anybody say, yeah, I hate pasta. Of course. I hope you have like a celebration live stream. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end it. Thanks everyone for coming, especially Caroline. This is the first time in one of my chats. I haven't done many live streams, so I feel like I feel honored that everybody came through, but especially C5. Because for a long time she didn't know how to chat. She didn't know how to, she was using the wrong app or something. So I'm glad she figured it out. Yes, I have to go. I have to go back and eat my food. Or see what, I looked at the menus. It was kind of a weird combination. Jerk chicken It's like a buffet. A buffet. You take what you want as much as you want, and then they also always have standards. Pizza, which of course I turn my nose at their pizza. They have like different cold cuts. They have salad. They usually have two kinds of soup. And then for the main thing, I'm trying to. There's usually like 4 or 5 selections. One was jerk chicken, which is usually like very, to me, spicy, unless I'm in the mood for it. They had some kind of mussels. They had some kind of pasta with sun-dried tomatoes. I can't remember the rest. They had some vegetables, some kind of vegetables. I mean, whenever I go there, I always find something that I could eat. If not, I leave and I go someplace else. But all right, guys. Thanks everybody for coming in. Thank you, Brenda. Eat tomorrow. I usually make it to work, but of course, lots of corn. No. Yeah, good seeing you too, HC. All right, everybody. Take care. Thank you. Thanks. Have a good night.